Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hudson High School soccer game, varsity versus Rice Lake tonight. And the Raiders are currently at 11-1 in the conference, tied with Memorial. And here we are at the start of the game. Hudson gains control of the ball in the midfield. That's number 2, Taylor Klatt, the junior midfielder for Hudson. Turns it over to Rice Lake, right back to Hudson. That's Kate Johnson, outside midfielder for the Raiders. Rice Lake sends it to their right flank, tries to get it upfield. The defender, number 12 for Rice Lake, that's Christy Sommerfeld, knocked it off Kate Johnson. It's going to be a Rice Lake throw-in. There's Sommerfeld with the ball for Rice Lake. The Warriors take the throw, intercepted by Kate Johnson. She sends it up the field to Kate Sanaki, number 10, the junior midfielder. She's actually playing up on top for the Raiders tonight, along with Kaler and Haynes. Kaler, Haynes, and Sanaki lead the team in goals and assists this year. All three of them up on top, doing a great job for the Raiders. Ball goes out of bounds off the Raiders. Going to be a throw-in for the Rice Lake Warriors again. Touched up the field by Taylor Klatt, headed by Sanaki. Goes upfield, but it's knocked out of bounds by the Warrior defensive player there. It's going to be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. Left back, Marky Thompson there is going to grab the ball and take that throw in. Tries to get it to Klatt. Klatt gets it upfield to Sanaki. Sanaki tries to get a touch on it. She turns back around, crosses the ball into the center, goes right to the goalkeeper for the Rice Lake Warriors. The goalkeeper is a junior, Hannah Aragoni, for the Rice Lake Warriors. Ball goes out of bounds off Rice Lake. That'll be a Hudson throw-in. Captain number 5, Lauren Berglund, the senior right defender for the Raiders, is going to take that throw. Berglund with the throw up the right flank there, headed by the Warriors, touched by Gottschalk. That's Alexa Haynes, number 16, the senior forward for the Raiders. Goes out of bounds off of Haynes. It's going to be a Warrior throw-in. Raiders possess the ball, try to send it back upfield. It's a long ball, a little too far for Maggie Kaler, the center forward there, and Aragoni, the goalkeeper for Rice Lake, gets the ball, punts it, sends it upfield. Gottschalk, number 11 for the Raiders, touches that ball. Jordan Hiltebrand, number 13, the sophomore, young sophomore, junior Jordan Hiltebrand, gets it up to Sanaki. Sanaki with some good footwork there, tries to get it to Kaler. Kaler tries to get the ball back through to Sanaki. Sanaki takes a shot, goes off the Warrior defender. Ball still in the box, still dangerous. Kaler regains control, sends it back to Kate Sanaki, the junior number 10. That should be a right-footed shot. That goes off the Warrior defender. That actually should be a corner kick for the Raiders, but the referee might not have seen that touch and calls it a goal kick for the Warriors there. Goalkeeper Hannah Aragoni is ready for the free kick there on the goal box line. Ball goes up into the midfield there, tries to send it up to their forwards, headed back by Marky Thompson. Rice Lake gets a touch on that ball. Gottschalk is competing for it, goes back to Rice Lake. They get it out to their left midfielder as they head upfield. She loses it to Jordan, Texas, Hiltebrand. Hiltebrand tries to get it up to Haynes, hits her in the back of the heels, recovers, gets it back, gets it to Maggie Kaler in the center. Kaler tries to send a through ball to Kate Sanaki on the left there. Couldn't get through. Rice Lake touched it up. Hudson has control of it again temporarily. Again, Taylor Klatt and Brooke Gottschalk have the ball, send it out to Jordan Hiltebrand, who sends the ball back in up on top to Maggie Kaler. It's good footwork there by Kaler. Kaler gets a shot off on goal, goes to the left of the post there, just misses wide left. Kaler, one of the leaders on the team for shots this year. Hudson is out shooting their opponents somewhere in the range of 500 shots for the Raiders versus about 80 shots for the opponents, which is an outstanding ratio there. Ball's headed in the defensive third there by Sanaki and Kaler. She maintains control. Gottschalk sends it back to Lauren Berglund. Berglund out to the right flank toward Texas there. Texas with some nice footwork gets through. Tries to get the ball out to Haynes on the right and does. Haynes with a right-footed shot. Stopped by the goalie there. Oh my goodness. Kate Sanaki. Oh, that was a swing there that caught the Warrior defender. Defender was on Kate Sanaki pretty hard, and Kate tried to get an arm over around her, and the Warrior defender in the back there took a little bit of an elbow to the nose, I think. Referee is checking her out and coming and actually giving Kate Sanaki a yellow card for that play. Yellow card for dangerous play on Kate Sanaki, junior number 10. I think she was being held by the Warrior player and retaliated a little bit on that play. Warrior defender in back seems to be okay. It's going to be a Raider throw in here. She resumes her spot on the field there, being consoled by her defensive mate in back there. Rice Lake sorts out their formation, and Kate Johnson on the side there, number 8, the junior midfielder for Hudson's, ready to take the throw as soon as other substitutions come in. Johnson ready for the throw here. She sets up, tries to get it to Jordan Heltebrand. Actually, that's Ashley Hall, number 24, the junior for Hudson. Ball goes back to the midfield. Taylor Klatt does a sole roll back to maintain possession. Ball's going back and forth between Rice Lake and Hudson. No real control there. Berglund gets the ball. She's heading backwards a little bit, but spins it out to her right to Texas. Jordan Heltebrand out there on the right as the midfielder. Klatt gets the ball upfield, but gets knocked back by Rice Lake. Up to their forwards. Gets by Lauren Berglund on the right defense of the Raiders. On the left side for the Rice Lake Warriors, bringing the ball into their attacking third. They still maintain possession. Cross the ball into the middle. Marky Thompson's there to compete for that ball. Rice Lake sends it back in, and goalkeeper Emily Brisky gets a secure hold on that ball. That was just sent to the right of the Brisky there, the left side for Rice Lake. Brisky punts the ball up the field for the Raiders, gets it near midfield there. Ashley Hall in the middle, number 24, competes for that ball, tries to gain possession. Rice Lake grabs it though, gets it up to their forwards there. They're looking for open space, and another shot gets sent in wide of the mark of the goal, and Emily Brisky, sophomore goalkeeper, does a nice job securing that, distributes out to the right there. Berglund can't get out to that ball, and the ball gets sent right back into Brisky. We're going to need to make a crisper pass or get to that ball sooner. Brisky punts this one. That's a good choice. And Rice Lake does recover the 50-50 ball and maintains control and possession. Gottschalk there is trying to dispossess but cannot. Rice Lake sends a few good passes in the middle to each other there, loses control. Taylor Klatt gains the ball and sends it up to the right side there. Alexa Haynes coming on the ball hard. Rice Lake just knocks the balls out of bounds. That'll be a throw in for the Hudson Raiders heading toward their attacking third. Here comes Lauren Berglund with the throw. Headed backwards by the Warriors. They knock it out of bounds. Going to be Hudson throw again, right about even with the top of the penalty box there at the 18-yard line. Berglund will take the throw again for the Raiders. Throws that ball into the box area. There's no offsides on a throw-in, so you can do that. That's a good play by Berglund. Ball comes back out from the Warriors. Berglund tries to regain possession, gets it back to, looks like Megan Manette in the back there. Ball goes out of bounds off of Rice Lake, and again, it'll be a Hudson throw-in. A lot of teams facing these Hudson Raiders get under pressure and feel that the only choice they've got is to knock the ball out of bounds. I know Coach Knutson does not like his players to do that. Wants them to maintain their composure and maintain possession of the ball under pressure. Rice Lake tries to send the ball up to their forwards. Ball goes back to Lauren Berglund. She turns it out to the right. That time I just talked about that, but that time she tried to knock it out of bounds. It goes off a Rice Lake Warrior. That's a good use by Berglund to use that defender, knock it out of bounds. She's going to take the throw. There you see back with her Megan Manette, number 6, and Marky Thompson, number 17. Jordan Heltebrand competing for that ball. Alexa Haynes gets a touch. She sends it up to Maggie Kaler, number 12 on the right. Kaler with good speed tries to get around that last defender. Can't quite get by her. Ball gets sent back to Haynes. Jordan Hildebrand touches the ball. Haynes goes after it. It's going to go out of bounds, so Hudson will take the throw. Haynes is going to get into the offensive attack and let one of the defenders, probably Berglund, take this throw in. And there she is. Girls got to be careful on that track. It gets slippery with those cleats, and oftentimes they stumble on that track. Here's Berglund with the throw in for the Raiders. Ball goes into the box area, is headed by Haynes, but headed out of bounds. The referee calls a goal kick there, awards it to Rice Lake. It must have been off the head. Well, no, I'm sorry. He pointed toward the corner, not to the goal line. That's going to be a corner kick for the Raiders. Lauren Berglund has done an exceptional job this year on corner kicks. Coach Knutson really puts an emphasis on set plays, and the Raiders have 3 or 4 different corner kicks that they'll call. Here's Berge with the kick. A nice ball lofted toward the 6-yard line, headed by Haynes. But the Warriors get a touch out. They come to the midfield area there. There's Sommerfeld again for the Warriors. She passes into the middle to number 10. Number 10 for the Warriors is Kendra Cutsforth. And Cutsforth tries to maintain possession, gets it back to her teammate, back to Cutsforth. Back into the middle of the field there, challenged by Monette. Ball goes to the middle. Berglund tries to get a touch. This is a breakaway opportunity for Rice Lake. Rice Lake is coming on goal, and she fires wide of the net. Boy, that's a case of buck fever. If that number 7 for the Rice Lake Warriors, which is Hannah Schweitzer, if Hannah would have just maintained her composure and unbalanced Emily Brisky, the goalkeeper for Hudson, Rice Lake might be on the board with a 1-0 lead. They broke through and got a breakaway on that play. A little bit of undisciplined defense in the back for Hudson, unusual for Hudson. But the Warriors got through on the breakaway, and luckily the girl, like I said, got buck fever, shot the ball early and wide of the net. That really helped us out there. There's Lauren Berglund taking the free kick there, gets it back to Marky Thompson on the left side of the defense for the Raiders. She gets it up to Taylor Klatt, who tries to play it to Kate Johnson, back to Marky Thompson. Upfield back to Kate Johnson, intercepted by number 3 for the Warriors. That is Bailey Clevin. Clevin has the ball, goes out of bounds. It's going to be off of Hudson, though. That's going to be a Rice Lake throw in there. That's number 12 again, Christy Sommerfeld. Sommerfeld will take the throw for the Warriors. Kate Johnson gets that ball, gets it to Klatt, who sends it right into the midfielder for the Rice Lake Warriors. They recover, they send it to the corner there. No one's there. It should go out the end line, and that's going to be a goal kick for the Hudson Raiders. Berglund will be back there to take the goal kicks. A lot of teams have their goalies take the goal kicks. Coach Knutson, again, it's a philosophy of his to have a defender take them and leave the goalkeeper in the goal area in case a rebound comes right back on goal. At least the goalkeeper is there and prepared and ready to go. Rice Lake does intercept that ball, but Kate Johnson gets possession, tries to get it to Ashley Hall, back to Kate, back to Hall. Hall sends a left footer up to the top, doesn't quite get there, gets sent back by the Rice Lake Warriors. A lot of transitional play back and forth here with not a lot of real control by either team right now. Coach Knutson certainly likes to see the Raiders maintain their composure and maintain possession of the ball. Right now they're playing U8 soccer right now, a little bit of kickball. Marky Thompson, number 17, the senior captain for the Raiders, takes the throw in there, gets it to Hall. It's a nice spin move by Hall to let that ball come through and go with the momentum. She does a nice cut, breaks the ankles right off the Rice Lake defender, but shoots it from about 25 yards out, and it's an easy ball for the goalkeeper. And that, again, is Hannah Aragoni for Rice Lake. Hudson gets the ball back, sends it up on top to Kaler at the center forward position. She gets bumped by the Rice Lake defender, tries to get it out to Haynes. Rice Lake defends that well, gets the ball to the outside. Jordan Hiltebrand, Texas, has got the ball on that left side, tries to get it back in. Gets turned over to Rice Lake, who sends it upfield. They try to get it to their midfield and do. Marky Thompson steps in, sends the ball back in toward the Hudson offensive attack. Jordan Hiltebrand, number 13, on the right side there, lofts a nice ball up to the top there. Ashley Hall coming in on goal there, charges the goalie, bumps her. The goalkeeper didn't care for that. I'm guessing she's not going to get a Christmas gift from Hall this year and vice versa. So that's the way it goes. Hudson regaining control here. Jordan Hiltebrand has the ball, tries to touch it back to her defender Lauren Berglund, and does. Berge sends it up to Maggie Kaler up on top. Kaler with the ball, playing with her back to the goal, gets it back to Gottschalk. Gottschalk sends a through ball to Kaler, intercepted by the last defender there for Rice Lake. That was good defense by Rice Lake. Marky Thompson and Taylor Klatt passing back and forth there, trying to switch fields. Jordan Hildebrand gets a touch, but the Rice Lake stopped that. Goes back to Hudson, though. Haynes has the ball on top, sends it back to Hildebrand. Hildebrand gets around one defender, but loses the ball to Rice Lake on that left side as they try to counterattack there. Goes up to their forwards, but Megan Manette's over there on the right. She sends the ball up the field for the Raiders. Rice Lake gets a touch on the ball, comes back to their midfield. That's number 14. Number 14's Emma Nielsen for the Rice Lake Warriors. Nielsen with the ball, dribbles past a couple of defenders, tries to send the ball to the right flank there. And there's Sommerfeld on the right for Rice Lake, but can't get there. Marky Thompson's good speed. Marky's a cross-country runner and quite an athlete herself. Thompson wins that ball. Goes back and forth. Thompson wins another ball here, tries to get it out with her left foot. Touched out of bounds by the Rice Lake Warriors. Marky Thompson will take the throw in for the Hudson Raiders. They hold possession there. Coach Knutson subbing in. This is Knut Johnson reporting here for River Channel on cable. Glad to have you here today again as Rice Lake is playing the Hudson Raiders on Parents' Night. It's May 15th. Parents will be acknowledged at halftime for all they do for the soccer players. Rice Lake's got the ball in the midfield again. Sends it back and forth. Kate Sanaki there now playing center mid for the Raiders. Tries to gain possession, does again, dribbles past two Rice Lake Warriors, still maintains possession. Good job by Kate Sanaki, sending a ball up to Maggie Kaler there. Kaler's got a ball in the middle of the field. She's got a breakaway going, touches the ball. The keeper gets the ball, rebounds back to Haynes, and Haynes volleys the second rebound into the net for the Hudson Raiders, and that's going to be a goal to take a 1-0 lead for the Hudson Raiders. Oh, no, I did call a goal. For a minute, I thought they were calling offsides there. That is a 1-0 lead for the Hudson Raiders against the Rice Lake Warriors in a hard-fought game. At 18:37 of this game, Hudson takes a 1-0 lead. In an earlier game in the year, second game of the season for the Raiders, Hudson was able to escape at Rice Lake with a 2-1 victory. Rice Lake always plays hard against Hudson. The last couple of years have been 1- and 2-goal games is all. And Mike Shimon, the head coach for the Rice Lake Warriors, does a nice job getting his team prepared. They compete hard. I don't think they have the talent that Hudson does, but they certainly play hard. Berglund with the ball in the back for the Raiders gets it up to Sanaki, who tries to get it up to Haynes and Kaler. Sanaki with the ball again. You can usually tell Kate she does a nice job of dribbling with the ball at speed. Most players have to be watching their feet. There's Sanaki with a left-footed shot trying to get it through the mess there in the defense. And there's Katie Woodley. Katie Woodley, a young player playing up for the Raiders. Taylor Klatt competing for that ball, gets pushed out of the way. Klatt tries to push her way back. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to go to Rice Lake. Good competition there by Klatt, the midfielder for Rice Lake. Ball gets sent up by Gottschalk. Tries to turn the ball and does. Gets it up to number 24. There's Ashley Hall again playing forward for the Raiders. Sarah Helene, number 9, has entered the game as a left back for the Raiders. Helene does a nice job with dispossessing balls and turning them upfield. And she's in the game now for the Raiders. There's number 19. That's actually Jillian Boyley. Sorry, I told you Katie Woodley before. Jillian Boyley, they call her G. G plays hard. Coach Knutson often refers to her as a train with no brakes sometimes. She is a very physical kid, plays fast, plays hard, just the kind of player he likes on this team. Rice Lake is going to take the throw in here after being touched out of bounds by the Raiders. Substitutions come in for Rice Lake, and they're going to be ready to go here in a second. You see Gottschalk and Hall up on top for the Raiders. There's Taylor Klatt, number 2, tries to send the ball up to the top there. Ashley Hall gets it up on the top right. Hall is going to try to send the ball in. Ball goes out of bounds off of Rice Lake. Hudson will take the throw in here. That's Lauren Berglund. Berge takes the throw and throws it into the box. It's headed out by Rice Lake off the touchline again. It'll be a Raiders rethrow. Berge takes the throw. It's headed by Haynes, touched out by Rice Lake again before it goes off the touchline there. Berge gets a shot just to the right of the goal net there. That's going to be a goal kick for the Rice Lake Warriors.
In for the Warriors, number 18, Megan Walsh.
Goalkeeper Hannah Aragoni takes the goal kick there. Gets it upfield. The midfielders try to get it to the forwards for Rice Lake and go back and forth, and they do. There's Sarah Helene, number 9 for the Raiders, tries to get a touch. Megan Monette's back there too, but we can't quite clear it out. Rice Lake still has a play on the ball. Monette in the corner, nice push on to Monette there. She got knocked. That should have been a call, but wasn't. Going to give that ball to Rice Lake. Coach Knutson over there is wondering why we didn't get the call on that. Rice Lake has the ball in the midfield area. Intercepted by Taylor Klatt. Kate Sanaki gets a touch. Gets it out there to G. G with the bright yellow shoes does a nice job getting it back to Sanaki there. Sanaki does a nice job breaking the ankles off the Rice Lake defender there again on an evasive maneuver. Haynes up on top again, has a touch on the ball. G and Haynes are out on that right side working hard. Ball is dispossessed by the Rice Lake Warrior and sent up to their forwards again. Here comes Rice Lake with a run. Try to get a through ball here. Defended well by Megan Monette, who's pushing number 7 for Rice Lake. That's Hannah Schweitzer again, back to the midfield. Taylor Klatt sends the ball up to G, number 19, out on the right for the Raiders. G makes a nice move, gets a touch. She tries to send the ball up with her left foot up to Haynes and Kaler up on top there. I should say Haynes and Gottschalk right now. Ball goes out of bounds. Rice Lake just knocks it out of bounds, tries to get reset on defense. The Raider defender, Lauren Berglund, will be getting that ball, trying to get a quick throw in here. Actually, they'll take their time here and use a reasonable amount of time as Berge gets ready. Taylor Klatt checks to the ball. Berge throws over the head into the right corner there. Gottschalk is going to try to get a touch, but it was touched out by the Rice Lake Warriors. That's going to be a corner kick for the Raiders. A good idea by Gottschalk to let that one come through and go out the end line. That's going to be the corner for the Hudson Raiders. Again, Lauren Berglund's got 5 or 6 goals on the year already, or is accountable for goals. She's gotten the assist. There's Taylor Klatt running short. Berge still plays it in. Tries to get it to G there, number 19. Intercepted by Rice Lake. Berge probably should have hit Klatt running short there and went 2-on-1 with combination play from the corner, but they didn't do that. Sarah Helene dispossesses the ball nicely, sends it back upfield for the Raiders, but it's intercepted by Rice Lake. They send it just out of bounds harmlessly. Going to be a throw-in for the Raiders here. Should be Berglund taking that ball. She picks up an extra spare on the side, gets ready to take the throw for the Raiders. Nice throw up the line. Ball's headed by Rice Lake there, up to the back to the box again.
The movie Godzilla. Wow, there's a positive response. Well, ask Simone or Britton if they want to go. There's a ringing endorsement. That's what I'm saying.
In for Hudson, number 3, Emily Ryder. And number 22, Maddie Hamauer. In for Rice Lake, number 12, Christy Sommerfeld. And number 14, Emma Nielsen.
All right, sorry folks for the delays in the recording here. It's going to be a free kick for the Hudson Raiders there on a foul by the Rice Lake Warriors. Lauren Berglund, number 5, the captain, is going to take this free kick for the Raiders. Helene steps up to work in combination possibly with her. Bergie raises his hand, ready for the kick. Chips up and over. Ball goes to Gottschalk. Ashley Hall gets a foot on the ball. Right-footed shot goes to the keeper. Keeper touches the ball. Gets control and will punt that ball back to the midfield for the Rice Lake Warriors. Hudson Raiders leading in this game 1-0. A goal in about the 19th minute of the game by Alexa Haynes, assisted by Maggie Kaler there for the 1-0 lead. Ball's touched out of bounds by the Warriors. It's going to be Raider ball. Number 19, Jillian Boyley, the young freshman for Hudson, picks up the ball, gathers it in, gives it to Megan Manette, number 6, the junior defender for the Raiders. Manette throws the ball into the box area there toward Kate Sanaki and Brooke Gottschalk. Ball comes back out to Lauren Berglund, sent back to Manette. Manette sends it back in again up to the top of the box toward Ashley Hall. And there's Haynes out in the corner with the ball, trying to maintain possession, and does. Turns it back and gets a nice shot off, but it goes right to the goalie. That was a soft shot, easily gathered in by Hannah Aragoni for the Rice Lake Warriors. Aragoni to punt the ball and drop kicks it, and does. Sends the ball to the midfield there. It's touched by Kate Sanaki with a trap. Brings it down to Ashley Hall. Hall with the ball back to Sanaki on the top of the box. Sanaki gets around. Here comes a left foot shot, and it's just a roller there. Sanaki, who's got a pretty big left foot and right, good on both sides of the ball with a heavy shot, just didn't get much on that ball. Ball goes back out to the midfield for the Warriors there to the left side. Ball just rolls harmlessly out of bounds. That's going to be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. Here comes Kate Johnson into the game. Substitutions for the Raiders, and out comes Brooke Gottschalk. Megan Manette, the junior defender, with the ball, ready for the throw, and she does. Takes it up the right flank there, goes towards Haynes. Haynes tries to get the ball towards Jillian Boyley. Can't get it up on top. Goes back and forth from Rice Lake to Manette and back upfield. Goes out of bounds off a Rice Lake Warrior, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Raiders. This is Megan Manette, who's coming to the touch line there with the black tights on under the white gear tonight. Manette takes the throw in there, gets the ball to Kate Johnson, number 8, the junior midfielder for Hudson. Johnson loses the ball there to the Warriors. Nice step up by Emily Ryder, number 3, the junior for Hudson. She's a tough kid. Gets the ball back up to Sanaki. Sanaki gets it up to Hall. Hall at the top of the box there. Dribbles, tries to get around one defender, tries to get a shot off. Not enough room there with 3 defenders. Rice Lake sends it back into the box. That's a dangerous play. Gets the ball to Sanaki. There's Sanaki trying to get a left foot off again. Sanaki gets tripped up in the box there. No call made. Rice Lake ends up with the ball in the right defensive corner. They send it upfield to their midfield area there. It's intercepted by Emily Ryder. Ryder sends it off to the left there to Helene. Helene tries to gain possession, sends the ball up to number 22 there. That's Maddie Hemauer, the junior midfielder for the Hudson Raiders. Ball gets sent back. Megan Manette on the right side gets the ball out to Jillian Boyley, number 19 there. G sends the ball to the midfield, gets the ball into Sanaki, number 10, the junior midfielder. She gets dispossessed. Ball goes back and forth. Sanaki gets it up, touches it up to Kate Johnson up near the top, tries to get it to Hall. Nothing there. Rice Lake defends it well, sends it to the outside. Hall wins the ball, though, on the outside there. Ball gets poked out from between the legs of Ashley Hall. It'll be a throw-in for the Raiders. Kate Johnson, number 8, the junior midfielder for Hudson. Maddie Hemauer there, 22. Those blonde ponytails sometimes get confusing. Hemauer takes a throw-in for the Raiders, gets it in. There's Hall with the ball inside the box. Tries to get around the defender, number 16, Cecily Lindner of Rice Lake. Ball's going to be a goal kick for Rice Lake. Ball goes out the end line off of Hudson there. Hall doing a nice job up on top, mixing it up with the Warriors. Here's Hannah Aragoni taking the goal kick. And ball goes right to Kate Johnson, back to Hall, back to Johnson, to Hemauer. Hemauer tries to send the ball to a teammate there. Gets it out to Jillian Boyley, but we can't control the ball until Haynes gets it. Turns it over, though. Rice Lake sends the ball up the left flank there toward their midfielder. Awful deep crown on the field there, and the ball's on that left side of the field. We talk about it every game, but the crown of the field will eat up about 10 balls a game. Hudson there. Megan Manette takes the throw in there. She gets the ball towards Sanaki, tries to get it back to Manette. Rice Lake regains possession there. They try to send it up to their side, but the crown of the field once again wins possession. There's Coach Knutson, handsome guy, good footwork there on that touch. He ought to be out on the field. He might be the leading scorer on this team. This is Knut Johnson reporting for the Hudson Raider game here against the Rice Lake Warriors tonight. Glad to be with you. Ball goes out of bounds off of Hudson. This is going to be a Rice Lake Warrior ball, and they're attacking third. Hudson will want to clear this ball out big as soon as they can get possession. There's the run. The Rice Lake Warrior takes the throw deep into the box there. Ball's headed by Emily Ryder. Goes out of bounds. Hudson gives up a corner. That's something Coach Knutson really tries to work with the team on not giving up corners. Corners are dangerous. If you believe the statistics on set plays, they'll tell you that 40 to 60% of goals in soccer games happen off of set plays, like this corner kick. And obviously you want to limit those opportunities for the opponent. Ball is touched out there by Manette, not cleared out though, and the ball is headed over past the front of the goal face there. That was indeed dangerous. Rice Lake, number 3, the midfielder has a shot there. It goes right to Brisky on one bounce. That's an easy ball to handle for Brisky. Brisky picks up the ball, left arm, throws that ball out and distributes it up to Jillian Boyley, number 19. Boyley cannot maintain possession with that crown of the field again. Did we talk about that yet? I think we did. Crown of the field eats a bunch of balls every game just because the balls fall off the edge of the field there. Ashley Hall with the ball for the Raiders on the top there. She tries to get by a couple defenders. Alexa Haynes on the right side sends that ball back, and the ball goes up forward, but way too far for the Raiders. Ball's going to go out of bounds there, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Rice Lake Warriors. Aragoni sets the ball down. You can see their plan. They have a defender step into goal. The reason Knutson doesn't do that is obviously that defender can't use their hands in the goal. So if a rebound comes back, and when you take goal kicks that are as marginal as what Rice Lake just did there, why would you not have a defender do that instead and keep your goalkeeper that can use their hands in the box? Here's Kate Sanaki. Sanaki trying to get through. Kate gets knocked down again. Ball gets sent up. Ashley Hall gets a touch on that, but sends it to the left of the goal, to the right of the goalkeeper there. Aragoni gets that ball. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be another goal kick for the Rice Lake Warriors. You can see that's a good picture of the defender in the box there, but if Hudson intercepts this ball and sends it on goal, that defender can only use her feet. And that just doesn't sound like a good plan to me. Again, a marginal goal kick there, and Hudson does gain possession. Kate Johnson has it there temporarily, tries to get it to Sanaki. Sanaki in the midfield does gain possession, shields the ball well, turns it, tries to get the ball upfield there and does. There's Kate Johnson, number 8, gets the ball back to Maggie Kaler, number 12 for the Raiders. Kaler back in the game there, and Lauren Berglund gets a touch here, tries to send the ball in. That goes to the right of the goal. That'll be another goal kick for the Rice Lake Warriors, who, again, with their consistency, have Aragoni take that ball, and if she does what she did last time, she'll send it right to the Hudson Raiders. Here's Aragoni with the kick. First touch, it's headed by Rice Lake, headed again by Rice Lake, and then intercepted by Berglund gets a touch, then Kate Johnson does. That was a handball there that wasn't called. Hemauer, I should say. Hemauer and Johnson. I get those two confused on that left side as a midfield. Hem does a nice job shielding the ball there, gets the ball to Helene on that left side. Helene gets it up to Kate Johnson. There's Kate Johnson, number 8. She sends the ball back to Lauren Berglund, who's pressing up as a defender. Ball goes from Jillian Boyley back to Megan Manette. Megan Manette does a nice job she does a 180 on that ball to maintain possession. Maggie Kaler charging hard on the Rice Lake Warrior. Rice Lake tries to send it out of bounds, can't get it out of bounds. They get it out to their left flank. They try to send it up to the top of their field. Manette's there. She sends it back in for the Raiders. Rice Lake intercepts the ball. Another chance for a breakaway here, but Sarah Helene, Mariah's her sister, used to play for the Hudson Raiders. Helene does a nice job a couple times in a row there dispossessing the ball, but the Warriors do try to get it through. Knocked back by Hudson again. There's Kate Johnson on that left flank. Good speed by Johnson. They're saying the ball went out of bounds. Ball has to come 100% out of bounds for it to be out. They always say 99% out is 100% in. Here are the Raiders. Maddie Hemmauer tries a heel pass back. She uses the Warrior defender well, knocks it out of bounds off her, and Hudson's going to take the throw. That's good work by midfielder Maddie Hemmauer, number 22 for the Hudson Raiders. Helene there holds the ball in the back, waiting for substitutions to take place again. You see Brisky in the bright orange shirt in goal, Emily Ryder in front of her, and Sarah Helene will be taking the throw in on the left side of the defense there. She's got Maddie Hemmauer and Kate Johnson on that left side there, trying to get a ball to her or to Kate Sanaki. Rice Lake intercepts the ball, sends it back to Ryder. She takes her time, switches fields over to Megan Manette on the right D there, number 6 for the Raiders. Manette lofts the ball up the right side there, tries to get it to the midfield for the Raiders, trying to get it to G out there. Julian Boyley, there's a little slip on the tire. You got to watch. Those cleats get really slippery on the tire, and you can scuff the knees up pretty well. Megan Manette takes the throw in for the Raiders there, sends it to Marky Thompson. Thompson tries to gain control, gets pushed off the ball by the Warriors, who send it up to their top there. Warriors have a run going here, but dispossessed by Sarah Helene. Taken back by the Warriors there, regain possession. They try to get it back. Helene touches it up to Kate Sanaki, number 10 for the Raiders. Sanaki again making another one of her patented long runs on the field there. Can't get Kate with a little frustration there, understanding you can't get through the shins of another player. You got to find a way to go around them. Coach Knudsen works hard on the evasive maneuvers for the players, and they have to understand that very simple fact. You can't go through shins, you got to go around them. So here's Rice Lake with the throw in off the right touchline as they attack the field. And Sarah Helene intercepts that ball, sends it upfield, try to get it to a teammate, and does. There's Sanaki, number 10 again. Sanaki sends an early ball up this time. Tries to get it over to Haynes, can't quite get it there, but regains it back. There's Sanaki with the ball again, tries to send a shot in, and a 2-bouncer to the goalkeeper, Hannah Aragoni, for Rice Lake, who gathers the ball. Hannah will punt the ball here and does. Ball goes back to the midfield there. Number 19, Jillian Boyley, tries to get a touch, stumbles a little there, turns the ball over to Rice Lake. They turn it back over to Megan Manette. Manette sends the ball up the right side, tries to get it to Haynes. Intercepted by Rice Lake, who sends it back upfield themselves. Ball's touched there by Emily Ryder, number 3, the junior for the Raiders. She gets it up to Marky Thompson. Thompson tries to send it to the middle. Rice Lake is there to intercept. They send it to their right side. That ball is intercepted by Kate Sanaki there, who tries to go in between two players and does. Gets it up to Kaler, but Kaler sends the ball back to the midfield area, and Rice Lake gains possession. Rice Lake tries to send it upfield, but they send it a little too deep, and Emily Ryder's there. She gets a left-footed touch out to Sarah Helene. Helene did a nice job keeping the ball in bounds, and the whistle blows for halftime. That's the first 40 minutes here, folks, with the Hudson Raiders up 1-0 over the Rice Lake Warriors on a goal by number 16, Alexa Haynes, assisted by number 12, Maggie Kaler. Welcome back here for the second half of the Hudson Raiders women's high school soccer game versus the Rice Lake Warriors. Referee, center ref in the middle there, checking out, make sure his sides are good. The Rice Lake Warriors are out on the field waiting for the Raiders. Coach Knudsen likes the Raiders to get out there first and wait on the other team. That's just a psychological thing. But Raiders enter the field second here after their Sono Forte cheer. They're out on top. We've got Maggie Kaler in the center and Alexa Haynes, two of the key scorers for the Raiders, taking the ball there. Haynes takes the ball, splits the defenders, can't get through the third one, and turns the ball over there to the Warriors. Warriors get the field, they get the ball, and they head upfield. There's Emily Ryder, number 3, with the ball, sends a long ball up to the left flank there toward Kate Sanaki. Ball goes out of bounds, goes off of Kate Sanaki. That's going to be they changed their mind there. Rice Lake drops the ball and gives it to Hudson. The side referee saw it differently there. Megan Manette, the left defender for the Raiders, takes the throw. Ball goes out of bounds because of the crown of the field. Have we talked about that yet, folks? Of course we have. Once again, ball goes out of bounds there, turns it over. That's 3 turnovers in a row on that side. Megan Manette again with the throw. Let's see if we can keep this one in the field here. The ball does go to the left side there. Sent upfield there. Maggie Kaler charging hard. The Warriors get the ball, but it goes off Kaler's shins. That's going to be a goal kick. Kaler's not real happy that she let herself be used like that on that play, but that often happens where a player is going to turn and bang it into the shins of the player who kicks it out of bounds, and you get your throw-in back. Here's Rice Lake. Hannah Aragoni sets up for the goal kick there. A little better goal kick effort from her that time. The ball's headed out of bounds by the Raiders, going to be turned over for Rice Lake. Rice Lake's throw-in. Rice Lake takes the throw in there. Touch, but intercepted by Kate Sanaki, who uses the Rice Lake Warrior defender, just like we talked about. It goes off the Rice Lake defender's shins, and Raiders get the throw in. Megan Manette with the ball. Nice throw up the line. Ball's touched by Rice Lake into the field of play there. Here comes Kate Sanaki on the left side. She sends a through ball through, but it's knocked back by the defense of the Rice Lake Warriors. Marky Thompson gains possession there, tries to get it out to her teammate on the left there, but regains it herself. Sends it out to Sanaki now. Sanaki trying to beat that last defender. Nice footwork by Sanaki there. Sends it in with her left foot, bangs it off the shins of the Rice Lake Warrior again, uses her well. That's going to end up resulting in a corner kick by the Raiders. Sanaki grabs the ball, heads to the corner to take it herself. Ball goes out the touch lines on the side. It's a throw-in. Balls go out the end line in the backs of the field, and it's a corner kick for the opposing team. Here's Sanaki, raises her hand, lost a beautiful ball to the 6-yard line. Headed by Kaler there, but backwards, trying to get it to her midfielders. Ball goes to the back of the zone there, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Rice Lake Warriors. Hannah Aragoni approaches the ball here for the free kick and takes it. Ball is touched by the midfielders of the Warriors, sent back to the defense. They try to send it upfield, but send it to Maddie Hemauer and Marky Thompson there in the midfield. That's a handball on the Raiders by Maddie Hemauer there. It's going to be a free kick here for the Rice Lake Warriors. Left foot shot enters the field there, and Rice Lake maintains possession. They get the ball up near the top of their forward area into their attacking third. There's Sarah Helene. Calmly gets that ball and slips it through the legs of a defender, but it goes to Rice Lake, number 7. Number 7 again is Hannah Schweitzer for Rice Lake. They get a shot on goal there, doesn't get to the keeper. There's another shot, nowhere near the goal face there. Crosses to the other side, goes out of bounds. That's going to be a goal kick for the Hudson Raiders. Not much accuracy for the Rice Lake Warriors on their shots tonight, folks. Emily Ryder, number 3, is center back for the Hudson Raiders, gets ready to take this goal kick. Brisky's directing traffic. Ryder takes the ball, lost a nice left-footed ball. It's headed by the Warriors back into the attacking zone. Rice Lake gets a shot, and it goes right to Emily Brisky's hands. That was a pretty good rebound shot there. It just shows how dangerous it can be taking those goal kicks that come right back at you. Ball bounces around the midfield area. A little bit of a dangerous high kick there by number 6 for the Warriors. That is Madeline Hafley. Got away with it, no call there. There's number 9, Jennifer Terrell for Rice Lake. She's got the ball going against Emily Ryder. Sends the ball to the top of the box there. Can't be controlled by Rice Lake. They still maintain possession, but Hudson kicks it away. Rice Lake regains, tries to send it back in. Kate Sanaki wins the ball, turns it around. Can't quite get it up to the forwards. Rice Lake intercepts, knocks it back in. Ball's going back and forth in transition. Alexa Haynes sends the ball up to Kate Sanaki. She tries to get a through ball to Kaler, can't quite get there. Rice Lake intercepts. Kate Johnson now has the ball for the Raiders. Trying to send it up. Rice Lake touches the ball, tries to go around. Rice Lake gets around Hemauer and Marky Thompson there. They're going up their right flank, try to send the ball in, but they knock the ball right into the body of Megan Monette there playing defense. Ball goes off Manette out the touchline on the side. That'll be a throw in for the Rice Lake Warriors. That's number 12. Christy Sommerfeld takes the throw for the Warriors there. Marky Thompson and Manette both get a little confused on who's going to take the ball there, and both of them swung their leg to kick, and neither of them kicked. They both backed off. Knutson's not going to be happy about that. Knutson would rather see both players kick the ball than neither. Ball gets up to Kaler here. Kaler tries to dribble past that last defender, cuts the ball back, touched away by the Rice Lake defender. Their center back comes up with Alexa Haynes on her, but their center back gets that ball up the left side of the field, touches it out of bounds, and they're going to reset on their defense and give Hudson the throw in. There you see Emily Ryder for the Raiders, the center back, adjusting her headband. Sarah Helene, number 9, junior defender there, takes the throw in for the Raiders. Touched out of bounds at the body and hip of the Rice Lake Warriors there. Sarah Helene will take another throw in for the Raiders. Got captain Lauren Berglund playing a midfield position now for the Raiders. Helene takes the throw, touched by Rice Lake. Goes back and forth, ball goes out of bounds by Rice Lake. It's going to be Hudson throwing again, and Helene quickly runs upfield, grabs the ball. Good job, Helene. Sarah Helene doing a nice job tonight. There's Haynes with the ball up on the top of the box. Ball goes back and forth. Jillian Boyley, Lauren Berglund, Alexa Haynes all out there fighting for the ball. Haynes wins the ball, sends it back to Jillian Boyley, who sends a soft shot in toward the center of the field. Doesn't even get to the 6-yard line, but Rice Lake gets it and just knocks it out of bounds. Raiders are going to take another throw in here. Helene goes for the ball on the track. She approaches the touchline here. Sarah Helene, number 9 for the Raiders. Throws it towards Alexa Haynes, who heads it up, but no one's there but Rice Lake. They get it across their goal face to the top of the box here, try to send it out. Hannah Schweitzer with the ball there, sends it to her right side. Maddie Hemauer intercepts, tries to get the ball upfield and does, intercepted by Rice Lake. Ball is kicked into the hand of the player there. Kicked into the hand of Maggie Kaler. It's going to be a handball and a free kick for the Rice Lake Warriors. They send the kick into their midfield. They try to get it upfield. Maddie Hemauer playing left mid out there for Hudson. Gets possession of the ball, tries to turn it. Gets it up to Marky Thompson. Thompson sends it out to her left there. That's Kate Sanaki playing left forward now in the second half for the Raiders. She gets it up to Maggie Kaler. Kaler tries to take the ball down the left flank, deep into the corner, cuts it back toward goal, her normal MO. She sends the ball into the center, but nobody in white there to receive it. Rice Lake clears the ball out of the penalty box area safely. Rice Lake mounts a counterattack, and here they come, sending the ball up to their forward. Number 9 with the ball, that's Jennifer Terrell. Terrell gets a shot to the middle of the field there. Emily Brisky gains control, distributes it to Sarah Helene, number 9 for the Raiders. Helene tries to turn the ball to the outside. It's touched by Rice Lake, but out of bounds. That's going to be Hudson's ball. Hudson will take the throw in. Hudson got a little casual with that goalkeeper receiving that ball, and when you send it to the center like that, oftentimes the ball can be intercepted and come right back on you. Normally, ball should go to the outside from the goalkeeper just to keep out of harm's way.
In for the Warriors, number 10, Kendra Cutsford.
Helene throws the ball. It's intercepted by Rice Lake. Ball carrier comes up the field. That's number 11. That's Allison Walsh for the Warriors. Ball goes back and forth between Hudson and Rice Lake. Rice Lake sends the ball to the middle of the field, intercepted by Hudson. Kate Johnson, no, that's Sarah Helene, number 9. Looked like number 8, but Sarah Helene, number 9 there with a couple touches on the ball. Got to connect with her own teammates there. Rice Lake just knocks the ball out of bounds, and Helene's going to, from the right defensive position, pick up this ball and take the throw in again. Raiders doing amazingly well this year. Again, tied for the lead in the Big Rivers Conference with Eau Claire Memorial. They both have one loss to each other. And tied for the conference lead right now, both at 11-1. That's going to be Raiders ball off the Rice Lake Warriors. So Helene again. In this case, Helene backs off and lets the midfielder throw the ball in the attacking third, which is just fine. Ball goes into the box there. Throw in by Jillian Boyley. Helene tries to gain possession. Brooke Gottschalk, number 11, sends the ball to Maggie Kaler at the top of the box. She tries to turn, get by. She does get by. The ball is just sent to the left of the post there. That was a great shot by Kaler. A good turn, quick shot. Just a little bit off there. 24 feet of net and 2 feet of kid. You want to go for the 22 other feet. So that was a tight ball sent to the left side of the post there. If that would have been wide post to the right, we might have had a second goal here in the game. Rice Lake takes the goal kick from the goalkeeper, Hannah Aragoni, sends it upfield. Hudson sends the ball back in. Ball comes to Haynes. Haynes near the top of the box, tries to get it up to Kaler. Kaler tries to get a touch, puts her arm out there, doesn't get called for a handball there. Rice Lake knocks the ball out of bounds, and referee in green signals that'll be a Hudson throw-in. Ball goes over the fence. They've got extra balls, but actually there's a fan that quick went and got that. Megan Manette, number 6 for the Hudson Raiders, is ready to take the throw-in. She does, sends the ball in. Kate Sanaki there, lofts the ball into the top of the box, but the goalkeeper, Hannah Aragoni, is there and gets there before Maggie Kaler or Alexa Haynes can. Goalkeeper punts the ball out. Sarah Helene tries to get a touch. Ball goes by her. This could be breakaway. Emily Ryder's back, though, and playing safe defense. Rice Lake sends the ball to the left side there. That's number 9. Number 9 is Jennifer Terrell with the ball. She tries to send the ball in. And the Raiders try to get possession, but don't. Rice Lake has got possession here yet. They send the ball in there. Emily Ryder sends the ball upfield. Looked like everybody was standing expecting a call by the referee that wasn't coming. Alexa Haynes on the right flank using her speed. Tries to get it off, but ball gets touched out of bounds by Rice Lake. It's going to be a Hudson throw-in at the spot where it went out of bounds. Sarah Helene, number 9, junior defensive player for the Raiders, is going to take that throw until they just whistled for substitutions there. Lauren Berglund, who's been playing a little bit in the midfield too, comes back and resumes her normal position as a right defensive player. Allison Faust is in the game for the Hudson Raiders now. Haynes gets the ball in the top of the box area, gets touched out of bounds by Rice Lake, and the referee signals that'll be a Hudson throw-in, Hudson possession. Berglund comes and gets the ball for the throw. This should go right into the box area. Bergie throws it into the open area. Run on to by Brooke Gottschalk. She tries to turn, and Rice Lake bangs the ball out the end line. That's going to be a corner for the Hudson Raiders. Again, Hudson's been very good on corners all year for scoring and assists, and that'd be a good time to get another one of the corner kick goals right now. Berglund sets the ball down. Got a little bit of a hill to climb there. Going to raise her hand shortly, and does, and ready for the kick. She gets the ball to the top of the box there, the 6-yard line goal box, which is a great place. Hudson a little tentative there on that ball between Gottschalk and Texas. Somebody's got to take charge and get that ball and get a shot. Faust in pursuit of the Rice Lake Warrior there. Ball goes all the way back to Emily Ryder, playing center back. Ryder gets the ball. Ball is, I think they thought it was out of bounds. Allison Faust gets it to Alexa Haynes, dribbles in the box, sends the ball into Maggie Kaler. Kaler tries to turn to her left. She passes. Passes to Brooke Gottschalk, who whiffs on a shot completely there. Gottschalk got turned around and didn't get a solid foot on that at all. That was a great opportunity for the Raiders on the top of the box there to get a shot on the net, but they can't quite pull it off. Warriors get the ball here. They just send it to the side of the field there. Out of bounds. It'll be a Hudson Raider throw-in. Megan Manette with the ball, takes the throw in there, puts it down at the feet of Kate Sanaki, who's in the corner with the ball. Ball gets kicked out of bounds. It's going to be another Hudson throw. Manette goes and gets that ball again off the corner, keep the offensive players in the attack. And they do. Kate Sanaki, Jordan Hiltebrand, Brooke Gottschalk and Taylor Klatt in on that side of the field right now. Klatt with the ball right now. She sends the ball back to Emily Ryder. Ryder just easily passes the ball to Manette on that left side again. Manette sends the ball in towards Maggie Kaler, but Rice Lake intercepts and drives the ball to the right side of the field for them. Ball's intercepted by Ryder, who gives it over to Berge as they switch fields from the left to right. Berge sends the ball up to Alexa Haynes, can't quite maintain possession. Rice Lake gets control, heads the ball to the midfield there. There's Lauren Berglund again on that stop. Ball is sent upfield, and Allison Fausto tries to get a stop. They're going to call a foul there. Rice Lake girl plowed into Allison Faust there. Faust, another one of the young talented freshmen that comes up and plays on the varsity from time to time. Faust usually plays a defensive position. Right now with the 3 backs that Knutson has for the Hudson Raiders, he's got Faust playing a midfield position right now, outside midfielder. Ball gets sent up by the right D of the Raiders there and touched up by Rice Lake. They send it upfield there. Taylor Klatt gains possession for Hudson, turns and kicks with the right foot out to the right flank there. Ball goes out of bounds. That's going to be Rice Lake throw-in. Allison Faust, number 21 there for the Raiders as the right mid, and Alexa Haynes, number 16, as the right forward. They'll maintain their positions as Rice Lake substitutes here. Rice Lake holds the ball while they complete the substitution. Camera doesn't want to get a shot of the subs apparently. There's Rice Lake with the throw-in. It was received by Rice Lake, but intercepted then by Brooke Gottschalk. Sends it back to Faust. Faust tries to get the ball up the field to Haynes. Can't quite do it. Kicks the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Rice Lake Warrior ball and more substitutions. You can see the signal by the referee as he holds his flag up there. Rice Lake holding the ball. Looks like everybody's almost set, and they take the throw in. Touched by Taylor Klatt upfield to the forwards there. Maggie Kaler has the ball. Turns to the right, then to the left, into pressure of another player. Backs out of that, still maintains possession, gets the ball to Kate Sanaki up near the top. Sanaki with her patented footwork there. She does a nice double move, it's called. Another great move there. Tries to cut it back, get that right foot shot off. The right ball goes into the goal box area. That was a great bit of individual effort there by Kate Sanaki, who has got probably the best footwork offensively on this team. She did a nice job creating her own space and getting the shot off for the Hudson Raiders. Rice Lake carries the ball up the field there and just knock it out of bounds. Rice Lake, quite frankly, just doesn't have the skill when it comes to the confined spaces and doing anything positive with it. They have some physicality to them, and they are fast. They just don't have a lot of foot skills. Hudson's Taylor Klatt gets the ball in the midfield there, tries to send it up and does to Kate Sanaki, number 10. Sanaki chips a little ball up to Maggie Kaler, number 12. Kaler with the ball now, trying to hold, turns to her left, cuts it back to her right. Little push pass to Kate Sanaki. Sanaki tries to get through but can't. Rice Lake is packing it in the back there, and it's going to be awfully hard to get the ball in a push pass area in the goal box. If I were Coach Knutson, I'd be telling him to have the forwards and midfielders send the balls back to the midfielders and the defense and take some longer shots. The Hudson Raiders certainly have legs on the team that can drive a ball 35 to 40 yards to the goal there. Sometimes they're digging it in a little too close, and too many Rice Lake defenders in there to get a ball through. So open them up like a can of worms and try to take some shots from the outside. Here's Texas. Jordan Helterbrand with the ball getting through. Top of the box, she takes a shot, hits a post with that ball, and the ball comes down right into the goalkeeper's arms. Hannah Aragoni. Great individual effort by Texas there. Jordan Helterbrand did a nice job dribbling in and getting that shot off. Well done, Texas. Allison Faust trying to defend here. That's number 14 for Rice Lake. That's Emma Nielsen with the ball. Texas does regain possession of the ball there. She's dribbling up again, maybe a second shot in a row. She sends that ball to Sanaki. Sanaki gets the ball to Kaler. Kaler can't get the footwork down to get the ball forward for Hudson. It's intercepted by Rice Lake. Rice Lake tries to send that ball upfield, and they do, but it's intercepted by Megan Monette, who sends it back into Hudson's attacking third. There's Haynes with the ball. Touched out of bounds by the Rice Lake goalkeeper. Beautiful shot by Haynes. Kaler almost had a rebound, but we couldn't quite turn it. Jordan Helterbrand now with the ball, trying to maintain possession. Rice Lake gets the ball and sends it to the right side and up the field. Foul is called on the play there by the sideline referee, who's signaling where the spot of the foul is. That was a foul on Hudson. Going to give a free kick to the Rice Lake Warriors. There's the kick. Ball goes to the right side and harmlessly out of bounds there with that tremendous crown on the field. Megan Manette, number 6, junior defender for the Hudson Raiders, is going to take this throw-in. Back with her, the 3 backs are Megan Manette on the left, Emily Ryder in the center, and Lauren Berglund on the right. Rice Lake sends the ball out of bounds again. Megan Manette doing the right thing, ahead 1-0 in the game. She's being judicious with her clock management there. You don't want to kill yourself all the time hustling to a ball when you're ahead in the game. Manette takes the throw, gets it up to Kate Johnson, number 8, the junior for Hudson, whose speed gets her ahead, but then Rice Lake recovers, dispossesses the ball. Here comes Allison Faust with a touch, back and forth. Rice Lake now has possession. They play it off Faust, and that's going to be a throw-in for Rice Lake. Faust allowing herself to be used by the Rice Lake Warrior defender there. Rice Lake is ready. They take the throw up the line. Challenged on the ball by Taylor Klatt of Hudson in the white there. Rice Lake wheels and turns the ball, sends it into their midfield, who their player sends it to nobody. Intercepted by the Raiders. Manette gets the ball out to Allison Faust. Faust tries to touch it up to Kaler and does. She does connect. Haler gets it up there to Ashley Hall, number 24. The Raiders have a little bit of a run going here again. Hall's trying to get some space and figure out if she can shoot or pass. Ball gets touched out of bounds by Rice Lake. It's going to be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. Megan Manette, number 6 for the Raiders, gathering the ball there, getting ready to take the throw. Throws into the corner. Ball goes to the Raiders, comes back out into the midfield area there. Manette has the ball, goes out of bounds. Manette will take the throw in there and does. Sends it in there to Ashley Hall and Kate Johnson with a touch. Maggie Kaler with a shot that goes to the right of the post and out of bounds. That's going to be a goal kick for the Rice Lake Warriors. .63 minutes and 22 seconds into the game here, folks. We have 17 minutes left in the 80-minute contest. As you can see by the scoreboard there, the Hudson Raiders are up. Home team is up 1-0 on Rice Lake. Hard-fought game here. Maggie Kaler fighting for the ball up on the top of the box. It's Ashley Hall with the ball, gets it back to Taylor Klatt, sends the ball in weakly. That's just a light ball there. She was probably trying to give her forwards a chance to run on. It's a good ball by Klatt in that case. Megan Manette sends the ball back in for the Hudson Raiders up to the top. Rice Lake just lets that ball go out of bounds. That's going to end up being a, well, what do we got here? That's just a throw-in for the Warriors. Throw-in on that right side. They just knocked the ball out of bounds. That's going to be a throw-in back towards Hudson. Knudsen hands the ball to his defender, Megan Manette. Manette throws the ball into the top of the box area there. That's Maggie Kaler, number 12, trying to get some space. Can't find any. Texas gets that ball on the left side, tries to send it into Ashley Hall. Hall fighting for the ball there, but the ball goes out of bounds off of Hudson. That's going to be a Rice Lake ball. Rice Lake setting up for the goal kick here. Hannah Aragoni, goalkeeper for the Rice Lake Warriors, sends the ball out to the right side there. Ball's touched by Ashley Hall, but we can't maintain possession. Lauren Berglund traps a high ball there, waist high. Taylor Klatt trying to compete for that ball. Rice Lake still had possession. Klatt does get control of the ball, takes a left-footed shot or pass toward Maggie Kaler there. Kaler's finding it difficult to find any space at all as the Rice Lake Warriors pack 5 and 6 players back there. The only problem with that is you don't have much for the midfield and up on top if you're Rice Lake. Ball gets sent back in by Hudson, sent back out by Rice Lake. Nice clear from the center there. Couple of balls headed. There's Marky Thompson, number 17, playing midfield, outside midfielder on the left there for the Raiders. Takes the ball down to the left side there. Thompson still with the ball. Gets a nice touch past the player. Uses the Rice Lake player, just knocks the ball out of bounds, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Raiders. Oh, no, they're saying it's off of Thompson. They're going to give that one to Rice Lake. I'll be darned. Hudson intercepts the ball there, gets the ball. Taylor Klatt, number 2 with the ball, makes a nice turn. Turns again. Right-footed shot there. That one goes harmlessly into the penalty box area there, rolls to the top of the goal box where Hannah Aragoni, the goalkeeper for Rice Lake, securely grabs the ball and punts the ball back to her midfield. Ball is taken by Lauren Berglund, the captain there. Touches it back to Ryder, back to Berglund. Berglund loses control of that ball, goes to Rice Lake. Rice Lake sends it back to their midfield, and their midfield sends it up to the forward. Again, transition back and forth, pretty common. It's these teams, neither of them are possessing the ball cleanly today. Kaler with the ball there, back to the defense. Defense sends it up. That's Ashley Hall on the top left for the Raiders. Warriors touch it out of bounds there, try to, gets outside to the left by Marky Thompson. Marky uses the defender again. Oh, the defender knocks it off of Thompson, uses her, and takes the throw in. Ball goes back and forth in the midfield between the Raiders and the Warriors. Now up on top, Ashley Hall, junior number 24, sends a nice through ball to Maggie Kaler there. Kaler goes one-on-one with the last defender, gets a shot. Oh, it's a shot to the side of the net. That sure looked like a goal from this angle. It was a great pass by Ashley Hall up to Maggie Kaler. Great scoring opportunity, but that went just to the outside of the net. Some angles there looked like that could have been a goal. Rice Lake takes the free kick. It's headed out of bounds by Hudson, and that's going to be a Rice Lake ball. Hudson regains possession. That's Maggie Kaler, number 12 for the Raiders. Dispossessed there. Rice Lake now has the ball. They try to run upfield. Kaler's running stride for stride. Ball gets sent up to Rice Lake. That's number 7 again, Hannah Schweitzer for the Rice Lake Warriors. Rice Lake tries to get the ball, go through the center there, and they can't get through Klatt and Berglund. Berglund gets a nice touch on the ball, dispossesses the ball, sends it back upfield for Hudson. Ball goes to the outside there and out of bounds. It's going to be a Rice Lake throw. Rice Lake sends a long ball up to their flank that can't connect. Megan Manette intercepts that ball, gets it up to Kaler on the left there. Kaler sends the ball, tries to get it out to Marky Thompson, overlapping on that left flank. Can't quite do it, but it's knocked out by Rice Lake, and that'll be a Hudson throw in. Another slip on the tar there a little bit by Marky. Got to be a little careful. Kaler with the ball, left foot shot, tries to get it up near Ashley Hall. We got Sarah Helene now playing the left side defense there for the Raiders. Bergie's in the middle, adjusting the spandex. Ashley Hall on the penalty box area tries to get a shot off, knocks it off the Warrior defender, and oh man, that clearly went off the Rice Lake Warriors, and they're giving a goal kick to the, oh, they're calling a foul. I'll be darned. That referee is now off my Christmas list. That was nowhere near a foul on the Hudson player at least. Yet they award Rice Lake the free kick there. Not sure what in the heck he saw. Rice Lake tries to touch it out of bounds off Marky Thompson and do. That'll be another throw in for the Rice Lake Warriors. Rice Lake takes the throw, touched in by Sarah Helene of the Raiders. Tries to send the ball up to the forward spot there, intercepted by Rice Lake, sent back, headed by Hudson to Taylor Klatt. Klatt with a little bit of a run here, got a little space, tries to get a through ball to Ashley Hall. Hall, number 24, tries to get to that ball, can't quite get there. Rice Lake knocks it out of bounds. Rice Lake content to give Hudson the throw-ins like this in the attacking third. Substitutions for both teams here. Hudson takes the throw. That's Sarah Helene with the throw in there. Goes to Kate Sanaki. Sanaki, number 10, still has the ball. Rice Lake touches it out. Touched by Kate Johnson. Back to Helene. Helene up to Sanaki. And Rice Lake touches the ball out. Back to Kate Johnson, who pops that ball up. Headed out by Rice Lake. Headed back by Kate Johnson. And boy, you know, I'll tell you, I got to be honest with you. I'm not seeing the fouls this referee is calling here, but we'll take the free kick. Lauren Berglund asking for 10 yards from the player, so the referee will step off 10 yards and move them back. Girls try to stand in front of the ball to redirect, and that's a good plan to put a wall up there. Berge gets the ball over the wall, and that's a great stop by the goalkeeper. Berge, once again, tremendous job on the ball there, and that ball was touched out by the goalkeeper there out the touch line on the end, and that's going to be another goal kick from the other side by the Hudson Raiders. Goalkeeper gets in position to defend the corner kick, I should say, and that'll be Lauren Berglund again on that right side. Berge sets the ball down. The senior captain for Hudson gets ready, raises her arm, take the kick. Another beautiful lofted ball to the backside of the goal box there. Kaler tries to get a touch. Haynes tries to get a touch. Can't get the ball through. Johnson sends it back over to Berge. Berge gets a squirrely ball there that just goes out the end line. That'll be a goal kick for the Warriors. Sometimes that rolling ball, spinning ball is an awfully hard ball to hit cleanly, and there you saw an example of that where Berge tried to square up on it, and she was in the right place at the right time and couldn't quite control that. Ball comes to Kaler. Kaler touches the ball back. Rice Lake's defenders send the ball to midfield. That's number 9 for Hudson, Sarah Helene, defending that ball. She's going to pick up the ball, take the throw in for the Raiders, and does. Good long throw in by Sarah Helene. Defense should be pushing up for the Raiders, and they do. Helene looks like she gets another throw in here. Throw in is headed out by the Warriors, and Hudson will take another throw. Helene's arms are going to get tired taking all these throw-ins today. Good deep ball thrown into the box there. Nobody there for Hudson to receive. Rice Lake gets touches. There's Taylor Klatt, intercepts the ball, tries to send it back to Haynes, and does. Haynes and Kaler, the two junkyard dogs for the Hudson Raiders, up on top, but they can't quite gain possession. There's Allison Faust, number 21, playing the left outside mid again for the Raiders. Berge steps up with a nice touch. Kate Johnson gains possession of the ball. There's Faust with the ball, dribbles it up. Nice lead pass to Alexa Haynes. Haynes on the right side tries to cut it back. The Rice Lake player gets that, wins that ball. It goes off of Rice Lake, and there's Haynes with a quick start. Going to take the throw, and does. Ball goes into the box there toward Taylor Klatt there, who just touches it out the end line, and that's going to end up being just a goal kick for the Rice Lake Warriors. Nearing the end of the game here, folks. Not too long left on the clock in the 80-minute contest. Hudson still leads 1-0. Aragoni getting ready to take the goal kick here, and does. Not a good goal kick, right to the center back there in between 3 Hudson Raiders. Faust gets the ball, tries to get it to Kaler, and does. Kaler gets that ball, tries to get it out to her left side. There's Kate Sanaki with the ball. Kate should get a shot off here. Goes to the left, gets that shot off, hits the ball, falls into one of the Rice Lake Warriors, who gets a lucky touch, keeps the ball in bounds. Ball is touched out by Kate Johnson on that left end touch line out there. and Rice Lake will take the throw in here. Boy, again, an extreme amount of pressure put on by Hudson up into the penalty and goal box areas, but no fruit came out of that fruit basket. So Hudson's got to try to put up another one here. A 1-0 lead is certainly not a comfortable margin. Ball goes out of bounds off the Raiders again. Warriors pick up the ball for the throw-in. Ball comes to midfield there, touched up field to the forwards there. Tries to be sent up. Sanaki up to Kaler, doesn't quite get it there. Ball goes out of bounds. Knutson with the ball there, hands it to his defender. Sarah Helene, they're substituting again. Faust comes off, and Jillian Boyley, G, comes back on the field for the Hudson Raiders. Pat on the back for Faust by Coach Knutson there. Happy with the work she's done today. There's Kaler on the top of the box end. Kaler tries to get the ball to Haynes, can't quite get it there. Rice Lake knocks it back. You can see Rice Lake with 4 to 6 players back there at all times. There's a nice shot, stopped by the goalkeeper. Rebound shot by Haynes and Kaler again. Pressure put on the goalkeeper there. Aragoni should buy a lottery ticket. She's getting lucky today. Those are some pretty good shots with good speed and pace, a good weight on the ball. Must have been a handball or a touch there. They called a free kick in no man's land there in between the penalty box and goal box. So Hudson still continuing to put pressure near the end of this game. Haynes tries to head the ball forward there. Rice Lake trying to clear their zone, gets it out toward midfield. The ball is headed by number 14, Emma Nielsen there for the Warriors. Kaler again with the ball, loses possession. G tries to head to the ball but backs off. Rice Lake maintains possession, but Klatt intercepts that ball. Rice Lake has it again. Transition back and forth. Lauren Berglund gets a touch on a high ball there. Number 7 for the Warriors, that is Hannah Schweitzer with the ball there. Ball in Kaler's feet again, at Kaler's feet. Can't maintain possession, gets touched away. Rice Lake really hasn't had any threatening shots today, and Hudson certainly had the better of the opportunities. Hudson just touches that ball out of bounds under pressure so they can reset on defense. That's not a bad touch. Rice Lake's going to take the throw in here. Kate Johnson trying to direct players to marks. Ball gets sent in and out the end line. That'll be a goal kick for the Hudson Raiders. That's a typical example of Rice Lake. They get some pressure in the midfield, but really can't put it together with skills at the attacking third and get a goal in the net. Berglund takes a long free kick for the Raiders, sends it out to their left flank. Ball is bodied out of bounds off Kate Sanaki, off that crown of the field for a throw in for the Warriors. They get the ball touched up to their top. Brisky comes out of the goal box there, charged by the Warrior. Brisky does a nice job securely getting to that ball and gathering it in. Punts the ball there, intercepted by Rice Lake. Here they come back on the midfield area there, a breakaway. Brisky comes out to goal. That's why you got to be so careful. These balls on the free kicks and goal kicks that come straight back at you. That ball sent to the middle too. Coach Knutson likes that ball to the outside. You send it back to the middle, balls come right back on goal on you. There's Haynes with the ball, gets it up to Kaler. Kaler tries to get it to the left side there and does. She gets it out toward Kate Sanaki, but the Rice Lake defender is there. And if I read them right, they usually knock the ball out of bounds, which they do. Kate Sanaki grabs the ball to do a quick start on the throw-in and does. Throws it into the box area. Is there anybody there? You got, that's Marky Thompson for the Raiders there with Alexa Haynes. There's a shot from Taylor Klatt. Thought Thompson and Haynes there, 2 of the 3 senior captains, would have had some combination play there for another opportunity. Goal kick quickly taken by the Warriors there. They think they find if they take it quickly, Hudson is not set up and ready. Warriors with the ball trying to clear it out of their zone. Jillian Boyley sends the ball into the box. Got her right foot again. Boyley playing aggressively out there. Rice Lake has currently had the ball, trying to be a slide tackle from G there. Doesn't quite get to the ball first. Hudson touches the ball up to the forward spot there. Jillian with the ball. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is our ball game with a 1-0 victory by the Hudson Raiders here tonight. The Raiders take a conference record of now 12-2-1 overall. Our conference record actually is 11-1 right now. Good win for the Hudson Raiders tonight. See you at the next home game, folks.